Yo, Wagwan, it's that guy back at it, just making content, bro. I'm just here making content. I'm on Facebook, and I always wondered, like, I wonder if I could react to shit on Facebook instead of wasting time on Facebook. I could actually make this website profitable. I found a really good video. I haven't even watched it yet. I just got through the first 10 seconds. I'm like, I gotta make a genuine reaction on this. Plus, the dude that's talking tends to have some freeformish type locks that are very loosely of a type 1, but it does look like he is freeforming something there. So it does play into the content culture of this channel. But let's watch this. It's called 9 Life Lessons from comedian Tim Minchin. Let's just see Tim Minchin real quick. Australian comedian, actor, writer, musician, songwriter. He's 45. He's from Australia. And it looks like... Oh, it's this dude. I have seen this guy before on TV years ago. And if you look at his hair, it does look like he freeforms it a bit, you know? Like, it is in that neglect stage where it's like the beginning stages of locks. But we're not even looking at his locks here today. Let's look at the video that I was talking about earlier.
I'm on a mountainside, metaphorically or otherwise, and I'm certainly not here to give career advice because, well, I've never really had what most would consider a job. However, I have had large groups of people listening to what I say for quite a few years now, and it's given me an inflated sense of self-importance. So I will now, at the ripe old age of 37.9, bestow upon you 9 life lessons. 1, you don't have to have a dream. Americans on talent shows always talk about their dreams. Fine, if you have something you've always wanted to do, dreamed of, like in your heart, go for it.
And I was taught this. I was taught that you always have to have a dream big enough that even if you miss it, you land amongst the stars. And he's got a very interesting viewpoint on this.
After all, it's something to do with your time, chasing a dream. And if it's a big enough one, it'll take you most of your life to achieve. So
it's true. If a dream is big enough, it'll probably take you a lifetime to get there. And then they say it's not about the destination, but the journey along the way.
By the time you get to it and are staring into the abyss of the meaninglessness of your achievement, you'll be almost dead, so it won't matter.
And that's the thing, is at the end of the day, like, you have this big goal and dream and you finally get there, and then you're like, now what? What's next? Into the abyss, and it doesn't matter. So it's funny. He's got a funny perspective. He's got a very funny perspective on this.
I never really had one of these dreams, and so I advocate passionate dedication to the pursuit of short-term goals. Be microambitious. Put your head down and work with pride on whatever is in front of you.
That's really interesting. Short-term goals, microambitious.
Never know where you might end up. Just be aware the next worthy pursuit will probably appear in your periphery, which is why you should be careful of long-term dreams. If you focus too far in front of you, you won't see the shiny thing out the corner of your eye. 2.
Wow, that's big. That's really big.
Don't seek happiness. Happiness is like an orgasm. If you think about it too much, it goes away.
What the hell? If you think about happiness too much, it goes away. His hair looks like dreads, though. It does. Very loosely free-formed in. He's definitely not brushing that.
Keep busy and aim to make someone else happy, and you might find you get some as a side effect. We didn't evolve to be constantly content. Contented Homo erectus got eaten before passing on their genes. 3.
Wow. That was pretty clever, gotta say. Are these locks or not, though? I'm so confused.
3. Remember, it's all luck. You are lucky to be here. You are incalculably lucky to be born. Understanding that you can't truly take credit for your successes, nor truly blame others for their failures, will humble you and make you more compassionate. Empathy is intuitive, but is also something you can work on intellectually. 4, exercise. I'm sorry, you pasty, pale, smoking philosophy grads, arching your eyebrows into a Cartesian curve as you watch the human movement mob winding their way through the miniature traffic cones of their existence. You are wrong and they are right. Well, you're half right. You think, therefore you are, but also you jog, therefore you sleep, therefore you're not overwhelmed by existential angst. You can't be can't, and you don't want to be. Play a sport, do yoga, pump iron, run, whatever, but take care of your body. You're going to need it. Most of you mob are going to live to nearly 100, and even the poorest of you will achieve a level of wealth that most humans throughout history could not have dreamed of.
Stay active, do exercise, take care of your body because you're going to need it. And he said that most of us are going to get to 100, and it's possible, very possible we do, as long as we take care of our bodies and what we're putting in our bodies. And this is why I've been focusing a lot more on the philosophy of high nutrient density foods and ITO's vital living, because I'm really understanding now how I'm going to get to 100, and I would be an idiot to not share that knowledge with you guys that are also growing your hair on natural journeys. So let's take our bodies on a natural journey as well.
And this long, luxurious life ahead of you is going to make you depressed. 5, be hard on your opinions. A famous bon mot asserts that opinions are like assholes, in that everyone has one. There is great wisdom in this, but I would add that opinions differ significantly from assholes, and that yours should be constantly and thoroughly examined.
What? You guys got jokes.
We must think critically and not just about the ideas of others. Be hard on your beliefs. Take them out onto the veranda and hit them with a cricket bat.
Some of these are honestly flying over my head that I have to watch it a second time to really understand what he's saying. It's crazy to me that this dude, with such an appearance as this, doesn't really look like he'd be taken seriously at first glance, actually has the highest intellect that of anyone I've heard this year watching in a video with someone with dreads. And it's just it's amazing to see that this dude can have an appearance one way and totally flip the script on the other side, because it really comes down to the person that you are opposed to how you look in society. This is very inspirational.
Be a teacher, please, please, please be a teacher. Teachers are the most admirable and important people in the world. You don't have to do it forever, but if you're in doubt about what to do, be an amazing teacher.
That's cool. Be a teacher. And that's what we're doing here. I'm teaching you guys about dreadlock culture. And you guys are teaching me that as well. You guys are teaching me so much stuff about the culture just through comments and your experiences. So it's such a blessing, opportunity, and resource that we have growing here on Not Nation.
Even if you're not a teacher, be a teacher. Share your ideas. Don't take for granted your education. Rejoice in what you learn and spray it. 7, define yourself by what you love.
Define yourself by what you love, not by what you hate. That's powerful. And I've met people like that. They always define themselves by things they don't like and people they oppose. But it's really telling people what you love. That's who you are. Life is about loving.
As a comedian, I make my living out of it. But try to also express your passion for things you love. Be demonstrative and generous in your praise of those you admire. Send thank you cards and give standing ovations. Be pro stuff, not just anti stuff.
Yes, be pro everything, all the goodness. Sending thank you cards, that's a good one as well. Just being appreciative, showing support in the culture. This dude in the background is looking at him like, oh, this dude knows, man.
8, respect people with less power than you.
Be respectful with people with less power than you. That's a big one.
I don't care if you're the most powerful cat in the room. I will judge you on how you treat the least powerful. So there.
Wow, and that makes sense. If you're dating somebody and they're not nice to waiters or waitresses or servers or staff like that, people in the service industry is a big one. It really tells a lot about a person and how they treat people that's lower than them. thing is that we're all equal, right? We're all humans. We all bleed red. We're all born naked, and we're all have nothing when we're born, right? Like, it's all the same for everybody, really. So be respectful to everybody. Respect everybody.
9, finally, don't rush. You don't need to already know what you're going to do with the rest of your life.
And this is a huge one too. I've always felt so rushed to figure out what I want to do with my life, and then to finally want to get there once you do decide what you want. And it's all come down to me lately, really realizing that there is no rush to get to my goals. Like, there's no rush to get to owning a house. There's no rush to get to 1 million subscribers. There's no rush to get to financial abundance. Like, it's all the journey along the way, and I want to hear what this guy has to say about it, actually.
Don't panic. You will soon be dead.
Wow. We're all going to be dead soon anyway, so don't panic about rushing to get there.
Life will sometimes seem long and tough, and God, it's tiring. And you will sometimes be happy and sometimes sad, and then you'll be old, and then you'll be dead. There is only one sensible thing to do with this empty existence, and that is fill it.
Fill our empty existence. With what? Love?
Not fill it, fill it. Life is best filled by learning as much as you can about as much as you can.
Just by learning as much as you can, about as much as you can. Keep on learning. Be a teacher. Be a student. I feel like this is really what it's all about.
Taking pride in whatever you're doing, having compassion, sharing ideas, running, being enthusiastic. It's an incredibly exciting thing, this one meaningless life of yours.
Good luck, and thank you for indulging. See, pretty inspirational, man. Like, that was Tim Minchin. Tim Minchin, definitely a comedian that's pretty underrated, I would say. I've heard of him years ago, and I haven't heard much of him lately. But I do recognize the eyes, to be honest. Like, I remember seeing this guy on a show or something time ago. But it does look like he was wearing dreads at one point or another. And these ones kind of look like they've been twisted up. And no one's ever done a dread review on Tim Minchin. So this is actually a pretty good catalyst, I guess. His locks look like they've been twisted at this point. And it's like they're not even really matured. So he's just kind of like styling the locks, I think. It's really hard to tell. Like, these look real at this point. They've changed shapes quite a bit over the years, but he's always kind of had them. This dude is crazy, man. Anyways, Tim Minchin, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And even look at this look. It's kind of like half dreads at the front and then crazy hair at the back. Really wild. Really, really wild. Anyways, I'm going to end this video here. Thanks for watching. Peace out, one love, stay happy and natty, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm gone. Adios.